So, hi there, guys. I'm much more glad to be with you. This lecture of ours. Hope everyone is doing well. For me, I'm just here today to talk briefly something on the information sources that we majorly know we do it, but we don't know much about it. So today I'm here to take you through it and to bring to your understanding what it means. So simply, I have some work that I'm going to present to you through PowerPoint. And the work is already, actually I've already typed the work to PowerPoint. So I'm going to be taking you through it. So what we need to do, we open our PowerPoint for us to access the work. So now, you find that this work is now in slides. What do I mean by slide? I'm meaning this, the pages in PowerPoint. They're like pages, because in Excel or Word, it's a page, but now in PowerPoint, it's a slide. So what comes to your mind as we talk about the information sources? So you find that these information sources is anywhere where we can get what the knowledge that you are looking for. It can be either from the books or research papers, news articles, or even interviews. Like now, once you interview someone, person provides you with the necessary information that you have been looking for. And that person will now be your what? Your informatory source. So you find that this is a brief meaning about it. So now I'm going to be taking you through it. So you find that this information sources, it has gotten some types. First of all, there is what we call primary what sources of information. After that, there is the secondary sources of information, and finally, there is also tertiary what sources of information. So I'll be taking you briefly through these types of information sources. First of all, if we talk of the primary source of information, find that these are the original materials or the first information created by someone who directly experience or research what a topic. Take for instance, someone like a soldier, if he writes his diary, now a person who gets that information from that person and translate it into what his own opinion, that one will be getting into one will be getting the information from the raw facts, and the raw facts will be what the primary source of the information. That is the information from the what from the soldier. What comes to your mind about this primary source of information? For this, actually, I'm meaning like the importance of it. Find that these premises of information, it provides us with what? With a raw data and evidence. Because now, the example that we talked about, that is the from the soldier. Soldier can be the what? You can be able to see the what evidence of the soldier. Like when someone writes like, maybe he or she has gone to for a battle, maybe in a different country, and writes something and he dies there. There will be an evidence that the person died, and what he wrote will be what now will be the raw data. And what are the examples of these premises of information? Find that there is also what they call research reports. After you're doing some research, they give you a research question, you talk about it. Now, once you get your findings, that one is what an example of what research reports. Because now it's from the what from the informed source. You got it. You are the one who searched for what for the source, and you have gotten what the findings. There is also what we call the diaries and autobiographies. This is what I meant of the what the example of the soldier. It can give his diary depending on the information sources. Then also there is what we call interviews and speeches. When once you interview someone and you got the right information. So when you interview someone, that person gives you the what information. That one is a raw fact because now there is evidence is there and raw and the data itself at the same time. Then also what is speeches when someone is passing an information to you, you get the what from the original source. That is an example of the what the primary source of what information. Then there's also what we call the historical documents, e.g. the government records. Can also be part of the examples of what the primary what sources. Now Now we find that, so like now once we go to the our next type of the information sources, that is the secondary source of what? Information. You find that these ones now they are the source of what? Analyze the theory or summarize the work or what, or something that has been interpreted what, from the primary source of what information instead of what, first hand information. Take for instance the diary that we talked about in the what, in the first information. Now if I come about that diary, if I come across it now, if I analyze it very well, because at times I can go ahead to make all the summaries about it or interpret it now to the what, for easier understanding. Find that what the our my findings now, the or the my summary will now become the what, the primary source of what, information instead of the first one, which was what, the primary what, source of information. So you find that the advantage of this is what, it provides what, opinions now and what, explanations, because now after me providing you with an opinion or an explanation, you can be able now to what, to detect or to get got the right knowing about what, about something. And examples of this kind of the what, sources of information, the secondary type, find that there can be, there can be things like books and biographies. Of course, like a these books, after someone doing some certain research, he or she has to come with what, with the summarize now, summarize the view or the summarized details about what he or she has what done. This now gives us an example of what, that secondary source, because he or she has done research on what was already existing. Secondly, there is also what, journal articles, reviewing studies can also be part of it. The examples of the secondary information. Then also the documentaries, and there's a news reports analyzing events. Take for instance, something has happened in a certain area or a district, and these new news anchors go out there. They'll get this information from the right source, that was from the primary source, and they will now come out. They do detailed meaning about it. They try to analyze it. After analyzing this, they make sure that this information will be published now what, to the, for actually for use now to the to other audience. Hence, can be what part of the what, the examples of what, secondary source of what, information. So after that, we can now go to our last point of the types of the information sources. That can be now the tertiary source of what, information. Well, this tertiary source of information, for it now summarizes the information from primary and secondary what, sources. And you find that the most advantage of this thing of the tertiary source of information is that for it doesn't provide new analyst, but helps us to find what, information quickly. Because instead of you going through the data or the raw facts from the primary source, then again you analyze the what, secondary thing, secondary source of information. Here you just get it what, direct. So it actually it also what saves time, since it's what, it gives us information quickly. So after you find that you find that the examples of this tertiary sources of information, it can be like the encyclopedias that there, then the this and bibliographies now about like the book someone has written his book, can give a brief detail after his what, his work. That can be what, the bibliography. Then also there can be with the databases, e.g. take for example the Google Scholars, then the Wikipedias, where we cannot where we always get what, the information about. That can be what, another source of what, I mean the examples of the what, the tertiary information. So with this, I would love to stop here and request you guys to like the videos and subscribe so that you can be able to be updated on what goes on. Thanks for the time. I love you all. Stay safe.